Within the hour, Jacksonville city leaders are expected to show how a new recycling program is going to work.
Now, it hasn't started just yet, but it could penalize you for recycling incorrectly. News 4 Jax reporter Aaron Farrar is joining us live in the Colony Cove neighborhood. And Aaron, the campaign is called Feet on the Street, and its focus is on educating people about how to properly recycle.
And that walkthrough is going to happen here in the Colony Cove neighborhood. Even at the entrance of the neighborhood where we are right now, I see the sign there is informing people who live in this neighborhood that walkthrough and that demonstration is going to happen here in about 20 minutes. You see those different bins with the yellow tops down that street, all along this neighborhood, just throughout the city of Jacksonville. What's going to happen is there are going to be people designated who are going to be inspecting those bins just to make sure that the proper materials are inside that can be recyclable. The goal of all of this, though, is to educate people on how to properly recycle and not shame them. As we give you a look on what else is expected to happen, this campaign is being funded by a more than $500,000 grant. The designated recycling bin sifters will evaluate what's in those bins. If they find out that there are items that should not be in there, they will post a sticker or some type of note to explain what is wrong with what the person did and warns them that they need to correct that moving forward as they recycle. There will be 4 warnings issued to people. If the problem is not fixed after those warnings, the person will have their bin taken away. City Councilman Ron Salem played an integral role in getting this initiative started. According to the city of Jacksonville, 20% of material that's put in recycling bins end up in landfills. Mayor Lenny Curry had this to say about the effects of that. Quote, even the most ambitious and well-meaning recycler can unintentionally put something that should not be placed in the cart. Unfortunately, this costs taxpayer money, can damage our recycling facilities, and requires additional sorting and dumping of materials that cannot be recycled. As a reminder, here are some things you should not put in those recycling bins. Plastic bags, anything with food residue, batteries or cables, or small electronic devices. We've also seen as we go down this, or you point down one of the roads here, you see different vehicles from workers of the city of Jacksonville here, a part of this walkthrough. It's going to start down at the other end of this neighborhood at 8:30 this morning, and we'll also get an idea of when this will all go into effect. We'll be sure to share that with you and let you know. Reporting live, I'm Aaron Farrar, Channel 4, the local station.